Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Biochemistry Concepts. This video is about hemoglobin derivatives. It includes what are hemoglobin derivatives, their formation, detection and classification. These hemoglobin derivatives are also called as derivatives of hemoglobin or derived hemoglobin compounds. The compounds which are derived from hemoglobin are called as hemoglobin derivatives. So these derivatives of hemoglobin are made by adding a group to the hemoglobin. Coming to formation of hemoglobin derivatives, these are formed by joining different groups with the heme part of hemoglobin. For example, carboxyhemoglobin is formed by joining of carbon monoxide with the heme iron of hemoglobin. So these derivatives are also found by changing the oxidation state of iron. Detection. The hemoglobin derivatives, they have characteristic color and they can be detected by characteristic absorption spectra. Classification of hemoglobin derivatives. These are basically classified into two types: normal hemoglobin derivatives and abnormal hemoglobin derivatives. Normal hemoglobin derivatives includes oxyhemoglobin, reduced hemoglobin and carbaminohemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin, it is formed by the combination of oxygen with hemoglobin through ferrous form of iron. So here the oxygen binds to ferrous form, that is Fe2 plus form of iron. It is the form of hemoglobin that is present in the RBCs in the body. It is an unstable compound and the combination is reversible. That is, the oxygen can be released from the compound. This oxyhemoglobin is dark red in color and shows typical absorption peak at 577 nanometers. Reduced hemoglobin or deoxyhemoglobin. So when oxygen is released from oxyhemoglobin, it is called as reduced hemoglobin. This is purple red in color. Coming to the third type of normal hemoglobin derivative, carbaminohemoglobin, also called as carb hemoglobin. It is a derivative of hemoglobin with carbon dioxide. So when carbon dioxide binds with hemoglobin, it forms carbaminohemoglobin. The affinity of hemoglobin for carbon dioxide is 20 times more than for oxygen. Now coming to second type of hemoglobin derivatives, that is abnormal hemoglobin derivatives. So these abnormal hemoglobin derivatives are compounds of clinical importance. Measurement of these abnormal hemoglobin derivatives can be helpful in the diagnosis and monitoring of exposure to the toxic compounds. Carboxyhemoglobin. This carboxyhemoglobin is formed by binding of carbon monoxide with hemoglobin. Carbon monoxide is a toxic compound. It binds with iron atom of the hemoglobin in the same way as oxygen binds. But the difference is this carboxyhemoglobin is unsuitable for oxygen transport. Carbon monoxide has more affinity towards hemoglobin than oxygen. So that is, the affinity of carbon monoxide is 210 times greater than oxygen for hemoglobin. As a result of its high affinity, even small quantities of carbon monoxide in the inspired air cause the formation of relatively large amounts of carboxyhemoglobin. Formation of carboxyhemoglobin reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of blood. Even as little as 1% carbon monoxide in inspired air can be fatal in minutes. Carbon monoxide shows characteristic absorption spectra at 572 nanometers. Exposure to carbon monoxide occurs to people working in the mines, working in the deep wells, the persons with heavy cigarette smoking, and incomplete burning of petrol. The carboxyhemoglobin level in normal people is 0.16%. An average smoker has an additional 4% of carboxyhemoglobin. Methemoglobin. Normally, the heme iron of hemoglobin is present in the ferrous state, that is Fe2 plus form. When this heme iron is oxidized to ferric state, Fe3 plus, it is known as methemoglobin. Ferric form of heme iron cannot bind oxygen, hence oxygen transport is not possible. The ferrous form of heme iron of hemoglobin is oxidized to ferric state by congenital methemoglobin reductase deficiency, ingestion of nitrates, sulfur drugs or certain dyes like aniline dyes. It may be due to household substances like shoe polishes. Normal concentration of methemoglobin is less than 1% of total hemoglobin. When methemoglobin in the blood increases up to 15%, it leads to bluish color of the skin, that is cyanosis. Methemoglobin shows characteristic absorption at 630 nanometers. Sulfhemoglobin is a greenish compound produced when hydrogen sulfide acts on oxyhemoglobin. In this, the sulfur is covalently attached to porphyrin ring, but it is not attached to the iron atom directly. Sulfhemoglobin cannot combine with oxygen, so it cannot act as oxygen carrier. It occurs in people taking drugs like sulfonamide, phenacetin, estanilide, dapsone, which is used to treat leprosy. So drugs producing methemoglobin also produce sulfhemoglobin. So sulfhemoglobin and methemoglobin are often present at the same time in these patients. Patients with even mild degree of sulfhemoglobinemia show cyanosis. This sulfhemoglobin cannot be converted back to oxyhemoglobin. Cyanomethemoglobin, hemoglobin cannot combine with cyanide, but methemoglobin reacts with cyanide, forming cyanomethemoglobin. This property is used as a treatment modality in cyanide poisoning. First, the patient is given nitrate plus sodium thiosulfate, which converts hemoglobin into methemoglobin. This methemoglobin then traps the cyanide as cyanomethemoglobin, which is a non-toxic compound.